Cybernation Uncensored.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. We are back today with Chuggy fixing his hair. We are back today with Cyberpunk Goes Nomad. We've got part of our Nomad crew, and you've got a bit of a loopy GM today. But we have something actually really, really interesting that all of you can also jump on as well. Today we are going to be featuring one of the first ever generators and supplements that I made for Cybernation Uncensored way back in the day, almost a full year ago. It is the EBM Data Shard Generator, and so today we're going to be spontaneously creating a gig. Our players are going to be jumping into it and messing around a little bit to explore their settings here. And so we've got 4 of our players here. Regrettably, we are missing today Johnny Drop and Vampire Bites. But, you know, we could still go. We got this. And much love goes out to both of them. They're both dealing with their own stuff, so I hope both of you are able to watch and enjoy. And for everybody else in our audience, thank you very much for dealing with this full hour delay. That is literally my fault. I'm sorry. But we are going to be starting up with our introductions. So, Captain Mark, go ahead and introduce yourself. We're going to work our way down the line.
Yeah, it's Mark, Captain Mark87 on all the Discord, so hit me up on there if you want. I'm here every Saturday for this. I'm every Friday for the Fallout game, the Fallout Asia. And every Sunday over at twitch.tv/Heroes in Theory for D&D.
All right, thank you. Go ahead, Chuggy.
Hey, I'm Chuggy on Discord and Chuggy305 here on Twitch. I'll be playing T-Bar the Nomad tonight and probably running some D&D tomorrow on my channel.
All right, hold on one second. My computer is being a little picky with me. There we go. Drop in the links now. Boom. Raven, go for it.
I'm Raven. I'll be playing Calamity tonight for you. Solo, Tech, and Nomad. You can find me all over the internet at Doña Trece Cuervo. I'm on here every Saturday and Fridays for Fallout Fallout Asia. Thank you.
Right, thank you. And jumping on down to Violent Neon, go for it. Introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, I am Violent Neon. You can find me here every Saturday as Violent Neon, and when not here, you can find me on Cybernation Uncensored's Discord as Violent Neon. And tonight I will be playing your Nomad who fixes things but not like a tech.
Awesome, thank you. And to introduce our 2 players who are regrettably not here today, we have Johnny Drop. They have multiple different links that you can find, as well as everybody else's. For Johnny Drop, you can check him over at Other Sandman 3096 on Twitch, and you can check out his SoundCloud linked there. The group's name is Arxon, and our Cybernation Uncensored, who is here in chat and has already dropped in a negative plot twist, which I will be using. Even if he said JK, he spent the channel points, even though he has unlimited. Our Rob here is actually going to be, or is already working with John to get out some tracks. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they put out together. We also have Vampire Bites, who is not here right now. You can find them over on their channel at twitch.tv/vampirebytes, VAMPYREBYTES. You can also check out their Swagger front end Cyberpunk generators over at cpr.vampirebytes.com. And you can also check out the fan-made front end from Manticore Alias over at red-data-generators.fusion.app. Those are our two crew that are missing for today. And then for myself, let me drop those in. Boop. There we go. You can find me here and over at Outworld Sounds, the wonderful group that I work with. Producing music is Helix Code, and you heard their music as our intro this morning, and you can hear our second creator right now, Tim, over at Bass Ape Records, and this is the track Neurotech. All the supplements that we use for our streams can be found over at cybernationuncensored.com. And you can find two important and very special ones over there that we have been working with and on for a while. We have the Cyberpunk Vehicles of Red. The beta guide is fully completed and now playtested on this stream. And you can find all of those weapons, all of those vehicles, all those attachments over on our website. And right now I'm working with our wonderful Stinkpalm 007 to continue working on getting out the next issue of the Medicine in the Time of Red. Tomorrow I am working on that quite a bit, and Raven, who just stepped away, is also currently working on preparing a Highlanders campaign, and I'm going to be working with her in order to get that formatted and all set up so that we can get some fancy-ass gameplay in outer space. I will not be part of that stream, sadly, because I never have any fucking time, but I will be very, very happy to help in the back end of getting all that set up, and I look forward to seeing what she can do. It will be crazy. It'll be crazy.
No, I said phrasing.
Oh, no, I'm saying it's going to be crazy.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah. So,
High Riders campaign, you mean?
Yeah, the High Riders campaign. Outer space.
You said Highlanders.
Highlanders.
That would also be awesome.
Highlanders.
It can be only one.
Cyberpunk Highlanders cutting each other's heads off.
Scottish in outer space with Zweihanders. Do you know what? Fuck it. That sounds like a good campaign too.
Space.
That can be arranged.
Kills.
There we go. You heard it. You heard it straight from the GM themselves. That can be arranged.
Character idea already forming.
Do it. Do it. So today, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be actually exercising one of the very first supplements that I ever created. I actually made it for my wonderful players here in Taiwan. You can see it on there. It is the perchance.org EBM data shard. This is version 1 that was posted up. And when you use this generator, what it does is it literally automatically gives you a gig, gives you your connection for a fixer, gives you your payment, gives you your locations, the times to finish the gig, and what is the threat that your players are going to be facing. This you can find in conjunction with another wonderful supplement that I also put together over on cybernationuncensored.com. I'm going to pull that up real quick and drop that link. So, sorry for everybody who's seen the weirdness on chat right now. EBM. I'm going to drop in those data shard sheets for you guys. So give me 1 second. Data shard version 2 updated back in March. Oh my god. Last year. It has been almost a year. Holy shit. Alright. There we go. And bam. Alright, you can check out both of those. The data shards EBM generator as well as the printable sheets. They also work with editable PDFs, black and white, color, whatever you want. We actually have almost 30 different versions listed on there based on your individual needs. So there you go, folks. Please feel free to use that. And you, of course, can also find Rob's gig generator that he put together over on our cybernationuncensored.com. So, I'm going to shut the hell up about all of this. I'm going to switch over to our player layout. There we go. So we have Devilish Jack Holmes, we have T-Bar, we have Calamity, and we have Domino. The 4 intrepid crew members are at this compound, nestled very comfortably in the desert land between Houston, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas. Literally in the heartland of the Medicore HQ, service area. The 4, actually all 6 of them, have decided to make this their camp, with T-Bar being ingenious in deciding to buy some land that had a previous existing structure that they have been working on. Now, at this time, what's happening is that Remy is not super happy with the conditions of the buildings, and he is working with many of the new group members that you guys have brought along with you over time in trying to repair the structures. He's trying to make things work a little bit better, get the doors back on their hinges, replace the windows, all that jazz. And so he's using his tech abilities right now in order to make sure that that is all working. At the same time, just like was done at the previous camp, we have Mojo here, who is working his ass off trying to train and get into the Snake Nation all of these newly onboarded individuals who have been fleeing these different cities and areas. And what I'm actually going to have all of us do right now is, for our 4 players that are here right now, I would like every single one of you to please roll me a 1d100. So all 4 of you, roll me 1d100. A 5. Good job, Jack. Critical success in Fallout. Almost a critical success. 5, 55, 56. Wow. Lots of 5s. Calamity, what you got? Give me a 55.
57.
57. I will
54.
I will erase our negative plot twist if it is a 54 or if it's 57. I'll tell you that right now.
I rolled 20, crashed. Give me a second.
Oh, the tension mounts. Boom, 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 boom. Here, I'll put on some more tense music for our audience. Hold on. Let's get that Doom music going on. Turn off our neurotech. Put on our doomed cruise. Crank it.
Oh, so close.
There we go. Get some doomy cruise going on. All right. 59. Oh, so close. All right. Well, we still got that negative plot twist then, I guess. But
Oh,
this
Reroll.
is what's up.
Reroll. No, kidding.
You want to spend one of your luck
It
points
was
to go
Fallout.
reroll?
I'm just kidding.
All right, so we've got 5 plus 55 plus 56 plus 59. I don't know how you guys all wound up in that range. Over the course of the last couple of weeks, a lot of you have worked and worked and worked, and through the ingratiation from T-Bar and She-Bar, you have grown your Snake Nation camp here within the T-Mart Incorporated zone an additional 175 members. So you all have been there dealing with these incoming migrants, people who are homeless, people trying to look for jobs, and just taking in anybody and everybody. Just like Snake Nation always does, a lot of you have taken everybody in. But it leaves Mojo in a very precarious position of, holy shit, they have to train all of these brand new people and introduce them to what is the Snake Nation life. So, new camp members, 175. I dropped that into our Discord so we can keep track of that. And in the meantime, a lot of you have your jobs cut out for you. We've got our rocker boy who's been working previously on trying to get together some music and some entertainment while also keeping his head low and doing research. We've had T-Bar working with She-Bar trying to get this new T-Mart set up as a new little Medicore here in the desert of southern Texas. We've had Calamity going out, augmenting themselves further somehow, and then therapying it all away again somehow. Amazing therapy rolls, but they are doing pretty well psychologically and do not seem to be having any major personality shifts at this point. And we have our Domino, who's been hustling and bustling, trying to keep everything running and going while he learns the tools of his trade of being a fixer, but not with vehicles. So this is where we're going to be stepping in, is that last week we got a phone call that never came through. It was redeemed, but it never came through. So what we're going to be getting now is that Domino, your agent starts going off. Just ring, 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 and you can see that there is a name listed on there that says Kyrie Garcia.
Hello?
Hey, Choomba, I've got a job for you.
Oh, do tell.
Well, I heard you and your crew moved into the area recently, and I've got some competition. I figure since you guys are under the radar for the most part, we can jump on this and make a quick order of business of the issue. Give you a little bit of profit, help keep me in the straight away.
All right. And how'd you hear about us?
Choomba, you've been all over the towns. You're brand new in here. You getting your face in every single bar that I've been seeing. Your name's coming around. So's that crazy she-bar. She's been running around literally beating the shit out of people.
If they're not in the right colors, yeah, they wouldn't be. So,
Yeah, I saw
yeah,
that
that's
pink and green is fucking monstrosity, Choomba. But, you know, it's whatever floats your boat.
it floats her boat, and so we want to keep on her good side. So, when do you want to send me some coordinates of where to meet up?
Yeah. Here, let me give you a quick rundown, real quick. And you can see that on your agent, you get a ping coming in, and the ping gives you gives you a location just south of San Antonio, right between San Antonio and that marked location with the exclamation point. And Garcia goes on. He's like, "This is a location. Later on this week, I can give you specific time once the tanker finally leaves. But there's a drug shipment coming out from from those Medicore bastards. They just shipped something in. I don't know if it's Petrochem. I don't know if it's Biotechnica. I don't know if it's the fucking commies. But there's something coming in. I want that shit hit because I know it's gonna cut in on my market."
Gotcha. Are you just wanting it hit and taking it out, or do you want it rebranded to yours, or?
The shit that they're selling ain't the shit that I'm selling. Their shit's low quality because they know they can water that shit down. My shit gets you high. Their shit keeps you feeling like you want some more. That's why they always buy more.
Yeah, that's what they were doing with Gumby's Pizza out in Vegas.
Gumby? I ain't heard no Gumby. I know about Bloaties.
Floaties, yeah, that's it. Sorry, it's been a week.
Talking about that
So-
weird green monstrosity.
Yeah. No. Talking about the giant pig with the pizza and the angry, and there's like it feels almost like it's from outer space. But, anyways, so you want this hit and taken out. You don't want it recalibrated or anything like that.
Yeah, take it out. Hit it, take it for yourselves. I don't give a shit. I don't want that on the street. I don't want that getting shipped up. I want to undercut those fucking Medicore pricks.
Speaking our language. Aside from sticking it to Metacore, what's in it for us?
This is where I need you to go ahead and roll me your roll ability for haggling.
Okay.
Not good.
Nope.
Opposed roll. 1 second. They did better than you did. Not a critical fail. Garcia says, well, here's the deal. I give you and your crew 1,600 eddies, and you get to keep whatever you get when you hit them. Sound like a fair deal?
1,600 total?
Yeah. And you get to keep whatever you got. If you wanna use it, if you wanna try to sell it in another town, I just don't want to see none of that shit here in San Antonio. You can go screw them over in Houston, Dallas. I don't give a fuck. You can give it to Shebar. I mean, she's already crazy. You could always pump it up a little bit. And there's a crew that's protecting this this transit as well. You can keep whatever you scab off them.
All right, tell you what, we'll go ahead and accept this and on this what feels like a low ball number, just because we want to get, as you said, you've been seeing me and Shebar pop up all over the place, and we need to earn some more credibility than just our name brand. So we'll go ahead and take this and we'll do it well. If I would say, can we negotiate if we perform all to the standards on everything? At your discretion, there being a 400 eddy bonus just to bring it to an even 2K for a job well done, if it's well done.
How about this? You want a little bit more. I'm pretty tight right now. As I said, they've been undercutting me for months now, trying to get
Well, tell you
somebody to knock this shit over. So I'll make you a deal. You take care of this shipment, get rid of all the shit that's inside of there, and you drop off that delivery truck to me. I'll pop in that extra 400 and bring it up to a 2,000. I could always use another truck in my fleet.
All right. I think that is something that we can arrange.
All right. Well, it's good talking with you, Domino. You can call me Garcia, but I'll reach out to you probably next 24 hours, let you know specific time.
All right, sounds good. I'll update my crew and let them know. And you said it's this Thursday, and you'll have more details between now and then?
I'll let you know within the next 24 hours. It's going to be sometime this week, so it's going to be within the next 5 days.
Okay, next 5 days, and we'll know within the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
All right, Garcia, I'll wait to hear from you.
All right. See ya, choomba. Click. And he doesn't hang up on you, unlike every member of the MCPD.
I'm kind of astonished at the moment. Wait. Oh, hey everybody. Shit. I don't know where. Everybody, meet me by my car in the garage. And I send that message to the group.
This is, you guys go ahead.
Yeah. All right. If I do that, I guess Jack's just been pacing in his room, staring at papers that he doesn't understand still. So any excuse, like the moment it pops up on his agent, he's like, well, okay. So he's probably the first one there.
Right.
Just given him an excuse to leave the room. So yeah, he'll turn up.
Leave my bench. Retract my pop-up submachine gun that I was working on, and head over, find out what's going on.
I will head over there. I'll finish up my lines and
Lines of coke?
yes.
Okay.
I still have like 50 bags from Vegas that I have to do something with.
Something.
And I will grab Shebar and tell her to grab a notepad. We have a meeting.
She looks over at you. Are you currently wearing your green and pink?
Uh, I imagine I am.
All right. Go ahead and roll me wardrobe, please. Sorry, messing around with my windows. Sorry if there's any flashing on Twitch's end. My apologies. Just trying to fix up the window locations. Oh, hot damn! Yeah, T-Bar, you're looking fly as shit. You're really pulling off that mint green and off pink. It's very befitting to you. Very looking very bespoke. There we go. And you got a 25 on there, so that's pretty fucking
Yeah.
solid. She's like,
And
all
you
right,
go
boss,
select
all
it.
right. And she fixes off, dusts off your shoulder. She's like, all right, let's go.
I'll just mumble after he left. Like, I don't know why she's asking what I'm wearing. She's not my mom, and just follow behind her, talking quieter than she could hear.
Actually, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna roll a listening check.
She's got cyber.
I'm here, sweetie. As she's walking down.
Hey, so I have a job for us. We can make some eddies. I got contacted by one of the local drug runners out of San Antonio, and he is let us know that there is a Medicorp shipment coming in that he wants done away with so it doesn't flood his market because he thinks he has quality shit compared to what they have, and I'm pretty sure he probably does compared to them because it's Medicorp. He's willing to give us, if we just do the job and get rid of all this stuff, 1,600 eddies, which isn't a lot, but again, we're trying to make a name here. And if we, instead of just scrapping the shipment, if we are able to salvage it, bring it and the truck to him, he'll add an extra 400, bringing it up to 2K eddies. We get to keep anything so if there's armed people and they have decent gear, we get to keep all of that. All he wants is the shipment done away with or delivered to him for either 16 or 2K eddies. And it'll be happening sometime this week, and he'll let us know within the next 24 hours when he gets more details about when it's coming in.
$400 for a truck? That sounds. Why would we sell him a truck for $400?
Again-
Shibar, is that a good price?
Now, hear me out. Again, it's for name recognition. It's getting us out there that we can do a good job and perform above and beyond what is asked for us. If we wanted to just demolish it and get rid of, like, burn the stash and get rid of the truck, or keep the truck, we more than well probably could. But again, it's not great. I'm not that great at negotiating yet. I'm still working on it. But as a start, again, you have Shibar. I don't have a Shibar. I maybe could have used her on the call, but that's neither here nor there. I'm kind of trying to go this my own way. But again, I think it's a good way for us to get started. And again,
you have us
make a
doing
little side
charity
thing and we
work,
get to
huh?
shoot a bunch of shit. What?
So you have us doing charity work.
I mean, if you guys don't want to, if you have other stuff that you would rather be doing, by all means. But I think it's a good way, again, for us to get out there.
I mean, either way, we should take the job.
Hold on 1 second.
just-
Sorry, GM jumping in here really quick.
Yeah.
Did I say 1,600 total?
That's
Yes.
what I heard.
I meant
Yeah.
1,600 total for each person.
Okay. Never.
Oh.
That's
so,
my
yeah,
mistake. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
I misspoke. Yay,
Well,
dyslexia.
yeah, that's a lot. better.
1,600 per person. Per
Okay.
person.
Okay. Yeah. So
And an extra 400 each if you guys can get in that truck.
yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
changes the narrative then.
Well, we don't
Sorry.
need to decide on the second part until after we see what's in the truck. So
I mean, it's Do you remember bloaties? It's more than likely going to be the same type of watered down shit that only cares about getting people addicted. I certainly don't want to fuck with it. I don't care if he wants to rebrand it and give it some finer qualities or what have you, and if he wants the truck. I don't care about the truck. We're actually doing okay on vehicles right now. It would be more of a hassle, I think, to get it built into the family line than.
Didn't we just get like 200 new people?
Yeah, but some of them came in with their own vehicles.
Yeah, narratively, nomad nations, the nomads themselves provide the vehicles, so they're fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you said yes to this job without any details other than we need to destroy a bunch of trucks.
Again, I'm still new to this. Again, I've been a fixer for what's this been? 2 months? Month and a half?
All right, I'll tell you what. I look around and we've all been sullen as fuck for the past month, and we need a win. So
Yeah.
for morale, fine. I could probably use the eddies, and I could probably use some time away from being reminded of
Your
my
younger
own
self?
mentality every time I stare at my younger self.
Yeah.
So fuck it, I'm in.
Sweet. T-Bar?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess sounds good to me.
Calamity?
So we hit the shipment. We ghost their crew, or their whatever guards they have. We keep whatever gear they got, and we potentially make 2,000 eddies.
Each.
Sounds interesting. Do you have more? What are the deets on it? How heavy of a protection crew are they running?
He doesn't. All he knows is that we're getting the deets in the next 24 hours.
Sounds crazy. I'm in.
I mean, crazy is kind of what we do. So, speaking of, hey, Shebar, I know you're all about the colors that you've rebranded T-Bar in, and if you wanted, I'd be willing to at least wear a patch of those colors if you made the green one of the Snake Nation logo in that green and put it on a pink background on like a patch maybe this big. I'd throw it on my jacket.
She very slowly looks up from her clipboard. She's like, "Sweetie, you're already wearing the colors."
Wait, what?
Go ahead and
Start
roll me a
looking around.
perception check.
Yeah, you already look like a packet of fucking crowns. You've been too busy to notice.
Perception. There it is. I can't find it.
No, he did. So what the other part of this was, did you see when? At some point in time within the last, probably the last couple of days, she not only snuck into your living quarters and took out your jacket, but also sewed on brand new patches with the colors, right on your back, nice and big. It is the logo that was posted up on our Discord of that truck, but it's about this large and it covers the entirety of your back section between your shoulder blades, and it says T-Mart Incorporated.
So
on your jacket.
I'm gonna need you to fix that. I will not be wearing this. I will wear the Snake Nation logo in those colors, but not that.
She just kind of
Think of it
cocks
as
her
a
head to the
compromise?
side, and she's like, "Sweetie, you've been wearing that for days."
I realize that now.
And
I'm a
which
little
one
slow
is being
sometimes.
targeted by the government? Is it T-Mart Incorporated or is it Snake Nation? I think I'm
I
the
want
one
the
doing
snake.
you a solid.
I want the snake.
Who works for who here? Fucking hell.
Well, all of you are
Mhm.
technically on property of T-Mart Incorporated land, so technically you're our employees. And she looks over at T-Bar and she's like, right?
I just look around too, like what? Ugh. Look, let's we don't need to talk about clothes right now. Let's just worry about the job.
I'll find you a snake later, Domino, okay?
Thank you.
But what
And
I said is
please-
something you need to keep in mind is that I'd rather not make you a target. I'd rather have you represent such a positive, growing company with great synergy. I mean, look at the corporate growth we have. We just started a couple of weeks ago and we already have land. Why not represent the next stage? Right?
That's something to
God.
chew on.
It does make a lot of sense.
It does make a lot of sense. And she pulls
It's
out
something
a
I'll
piece
chew
of
on.
gum and hands it to you. You can chew.
No, thank you.
And it's
you
already
know that-
it's colored. It's bright pink gum inside of a green wrapper. Just
I
like,
will say
it's
that
ours.
moving forward, as far as my stuff, please ask before making any future endeavors.
Hold on one second. T-Bar, you said that she is a net runner, right?
No, she is the one that was like the personal assistant slash like spy, like that has like lock picking and sneaking and
All right, let me pull
Stuff
up
like that.
the character sheet for She-Bar. Joni Materialistic Hill She-Bar. All right.
If I remember rightly, all of the corpo team that you can get, they've all got like a
Yeah.
surface level job, but then like a secret, like what they really do. Yeah.
yeah, it
quite
was like
cool.
personal assistant slash like infiltrator or
right.
something. I think they called it.
Yes. Okay.
yeah.
Yep. Okay,
Except for I
cool.
rolled the worst set of stats for her to possibly have for most of the.
You did, but she
corporate
also
stuff.
just crit success. You see her pull out this little recorder, little handheld recorder, and she's like, "But you did give me consent." And she clicks play, and on there you hear your voice strung together that says, "Feel free to use any of my stuff to market this wonderful brand. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about for the colors not looking good. They look perfect." And she clicks stop and she's like, "I already have it on recording." And then
I
puts it
never
back away
s-
into her jacket.
I never said that.
It'll hold in court.
Oh. The world just doesn't get any better, does it?
The
No.
world is getting better, and we make it better, Jack. T-Mart Incorporated
know-
makes it better.
There's a lot of people that said that once upon a time, and it drove a man to set off a nuclear device on US soil because he was that annoyed. I just want to put that out there. Try not to build up to that point again. That'd be wonderful.
So as you are saying that, she pulls the recorder back out and she's like, "Thank you, that helps so much." And you see her click a couple of things in on there, and she clicks play. And coming from Jack's voice, it says, "We can make this world wonderful. Let's make it even better." And she's like, "Thank you, that'll help so much." And she puts it back into her jacket.
T-Bar, put her on a leash.
A short
Get
one.
up. Yeah. And go find the nearest bottle of whiskey.
She-Bar looks over at T-Bar. She's like, "You don't pay me enough to use leashes yet."
I don't pay you anything, and then I walk away.
That's what he thinks. Click, and she clicks her pen and starts jotting something down on the fucking clipboard, and she's walking the opposite direction.
I think I might know of a job that we might need to do after the drug shipment.
Go after a covert operative. Who can
Does it
manipulate
involve
voices?
shovels? Does it involve Shibar and shovels?
I'm not wanting to say anything out loud right now because I don't know if there's any bugs, and we don't have Remy to do a sweep right now. So I'm just gonna say I don't know what you're talking about right now, and we'll touch base on it later. But
You
yeah,
you hear a shout back down into this garage, like, if you need to sweep, we have brooms.
beat that right there. Yeah.
So this is where we're gonna close out on that scene. The following day, you get a phone call in. The phone call comes back in from this local individual. They had said that their name was Kyrie Garcia. Go ahead and roll me, excuse me, your roll ability.
You said Kyrie.
Yep.
Spell Kyrie. Kayrie.
Oh my goodness, I forgot to switch that back. My mistake. Kyrie.
Kyrie.
RIE. Garcia. Garcia. Go
Okay.
ahead and roll your roll ability. I keep forgetting what that's called for
Haggle?
fixers. No, the fixers have their core roll ability.
I see Grease and Haggle. It adds to
That's it.
something where, and there's the operator ability.
Yeah, operator. Give me operator roll ability, please.
Where's the? I don't see a button for that.
Shite.
Um,
I did all of this manually. I'm still new to all of this. 1 second.
Rob just said
Skills.
they use haggle.
Just haggle?
but we worked it into other things.
Combat gear, cyborg, life path, character, haggle.
Operate. Click use the haggle roll because the operator adds into your haggle roll.
Okay, yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, just roll haggle then, I guess. Thank you, Rob.
Okay.
Cheers, Rob.
Yep, I just did a roll on there. Yeah, okay, so that's fine,
Yeah.
whatever. All right, so 14. Thank you, Rob. They use haggle, operator just adds into that. That's fine. So you're able to find out a little bit of information over the course of the next 24 hours. This individual is, in fact, a local honcho in San Antonio. They're pretty low level, but they are slowly growing. They deal with drugs. They deal with alcohol. And they deal with protecting individuals. So they actually, it's not even a racket. They protect local businesses from the corpse. So,
Okay.
drugs, alcohol, and anti-corporate protection.
Okay.
Their nickname is Faraway because when they're looking, they seem to have a faraway 50-yard stare. They've
I
seen
hit
some
that by
shit.
accident. Sorry.
What by accident?
I rolled the streetwise by accident. I was just looking at her skills. I didn't mean to hit it.
Oh, you're fine. So that's the info that you were able to drum up. And in the meantime, it's the next day. Is there anything any of you are doing on the following day before we jump into the phone call? Yeah. All right. So you get the next phone call from Garcia, and just ring ring. You see the name pop up, Kyrie Garcia.
Hey.
Hey Choomba, wanted to touch base with you about the gig from yesterday.
Yeah. You have the information?
Yeah, I need it done. It's gonna be happening tomorrow. They're gonna be
Okay.
driving through before sunrise. It's gonna be real early in the morning.
Tomorrow before sunrise. Okay. Tomorrow before sunrise?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're
And
gonna
coming.
be heading straight north up that main road into San Antonio.
Okay.
And from what I gathered, there's going to be 4 different vehicles.
4 different vehicles.
Yes. One of them is the delivery truck. I don't know what the other 3 is. Nobody gave me info. But there's going to be 4 vehicles. It's what the info I got for you. The truck will be super easy to find out. The truck, it literally has Metacore HQ logo on the side. If you guys are able to drop that bitch off to me, then I'm just going to be sanding that shit straight off, and I'm going to rebrand that for my group.
That makes sense. All right. So 4 different vehicles. One will be the delivery truck. Do you know anything about the security detail? Said early morning, coming up the north road or the road that heads north from the coast to San Antonio.
It's coming from a shipment center is what they said, and you know that shipment center is
center,
that that exclamation mark.
Right. Sorry, yeah.
The protection detail. This is where our wonderful Rob's negative plot twist comes in. Shipment detail looks to be Maelstrom.
Okay.
So I'd be careful about it. If you can, try to hit him from a distance, or try to sneak in. If you got anybody who's borged out, maybe you can sneak somebody into the crew. You can try and do some kind of, I don't know what they call, like when you stop them and be like, hey, we're the local guards, then just cap them in the fucking head. I don't know. It's up to you guys. I just need that shipment get taken care of, and I don't have enough people here to take care of it.
Okay. And see. Maelstrom shipment detail. From what you've seen in the past, do you know roughly the size of the security details, or
No
did your
idea.
informants have any? No idea. Not a lot of information, and by tomorrow morning, it is a bit short notice, but we'll see what we can make happen.
I mean, if you can't make it, you can't make it. The drugs will come into the city. It'll undercut my market. Might throw me out of my job. So, and just as a meta piece of information, if because this individual is a low-level fixer, they're a local honcho. When it comes to this, if the job is failed, that individual will be lost as a connection to a fixer.
Understood. All right. Cool. Well, let me get with my crew and let's see what we can put together. And again, tomorrow morning, and I'll get word to you. I can reach you at this number.
Yeah, you can feel free to call. I'm out running shipments right now. I'm just trying to get stuff dropped off. You know, people got their needs. I got my needs. Got to fill my bank book. Just one thing that I need to warn you about is in that area, make sure you are super careful about those fucking cactuses. Shit hurts.
Like the pokey plant things?
That's a cactus.
Got it. All right. Well, I will. I'm not going to ask you where you want us to take this truck to yet, just in case things go awry. I don't want to have that information or put either of us in compromising information. But once we have the shipment and or the truck and ready to drop it off, I'll ask you for where you want it taken to.
Sounds good.
Cool. Then I'll let you go and I'll see about getting everybody together.
Catch you later, hombre. Click.
Cool. So yeah. Run around, grab everybody back up. So the shipment's coming in tomorrow morning, bright and early, like maybe before dawn. It's going to be guarded by Maelstrom. There's going to be 4 vehicles, one of which is the delivery truck. So don't know how many guards. Just know that it's Maelstrom, so we might want to try to hit him from a distance or get up on him. I think that fuck, Jack's dead. So we can't use your notoriety with Maelstrom. Or maybe we could, because you could be like a second coming of,
Like a fucking ghost.
yeah, and throw them off their game if they have a game.
Oh my god. Okay. I didn't even think about that angle. This is why GMs can never truly plan for their players. Yeah, I mean, you've ingratiated yourself into the Maelstrom Society, man. You've got followers, so
Maybe. Oh, if you, I mean, I think you could do it, but I'd understand if you're not sure. But I'm wondering if you could totally like sway them off of just leaving. Like we might not have to kill anybody if you could be like, why are you, set up and like go through a grandstanding spiel of like, why are they working for Metacorp? The people that blew up half their gang in Vegas, they should just ditch this shipment and give it to us, and we'll take care of it for them, and no hands, no foul.
Not a bit angle, but you're also running off of the supposition that your average maelstromer is logical and sane.
No, I'm running off the logical sense that they are Maelstrom and they admire and adore you. At least they did in Vegas, so you coming back as a second Christ type thing might sway them to listen to whatever you want them to believe, whether they're going to be logical or not.
Shebar seems to know about gangs. Can I ask her, like, are they national? Like, do they talk nationally, or like, do the local cells do their own thing?
let
If she
us
knows.
find out. Johnny, materialistic, hill, she-bar. Go on here. Skills, let us roll.
I guess you can ask her. Feel awkward about that.
I'm gonna go streetwise. Bam. She thinks to herself, she's like, well, I mean, some are national, some are chapters, some are isolated, some of them are like former military burnouts, some are like Raf and Shiv that just want to stay near cities, so it really depends on who.
So the ones in San Antonio, do they give a shit about what they did in Vegas?
I mean, they were pretty tight, and to my knowledge, every Maelstrom is a K-pop like fanatic. So,
And even if their Maelstrom is Maelstrom regardless of where they are in the country, and if you hit one and somebody else finds out about it, I'm sure they'd be angry about it. They're not necessarily going to lift a finger to go to Vegas to do something about it, but if they can do something locally about it, they may.
Well, if we're gonna be there in time to take it out tomorrow morning, it looks like that's a couple 100 miles. We gonna need to set out tonight, at least. Well, you will.
Well, yeah. That's, I'm bringing us now.
Should get there early, maybe scout out around there and see if there's any good places to hide, and figure out how we're gonna stop the convoy in case they don't just give it to Jack.
Yeah.
We need somewhere along the route that's a little more secluded, somewhere we can cut them off at both ends.
I mean, it's a one-way highway through a bunch of desert.
Is there any way to get maps of the area?
Yeah. Shibar looks over, she's like, yeah, did that printer ever finally arrive? I mean, I ordered it last week. At T-Bar, what's your luck?
6.
Go ahead and roll me 1d10.
Should find out if at any point the convoy passes through some sort of parcel canyon.
God damn it, the printer still hasn't fucking arrived. I can send it to you on your agent, but like, it's not going to be print quality. And yeah. So she says, yeah, she can get you a map of the area. And complains that it's not printer quality.
Yeah, I guess if we can find a place where we can maybe hold up and maybe get height on them or something.
Yeah.
While you guys are planning this out, I'm pulling up my snazzy maps, so hold on.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, for any of you who use snazzy maps, I always forget to add that into my links. I have two different versions. One's designed for Fallout, one's designed for Cyberpunk. And both of them use the color schemes that I use on this stream. So I'll try and get that into future links. So yeah.
Cool.
So what are you guys gonna do? I'm pulling up maps right now.
I say let's gear up and head out and set up shop. I think it'd be good if Calamity rode with T-Bar, just for, as always, 2 pairs of eyes in the sky. And Jack, you want to ride with me as one of my gunners if needed?
Yeah, all right.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Why are
no
there
problem.
so many towns in Texas? What the hell?
I live in the States and I asked that as well.
One of those has got to be one of those small abandoned ones, right? In the time of the red.
Yeah. I'm just flabbergasted.
place
I
to
mean,
set
with
up.
the recent news, like, why are there so many towns in Texas? That's all I want to know. All right. Yeah, I'm getting the map together right now. So some meta info for all y'all. The origin location, the place where this this notifier thingy is, that warning symbol on the map, that is located at what is known as Pleasanton, Texas. So it is heading north from Pleasanton, Texas, up towards San Antonio, and it will be passing one town on the way there, what known as Lemming. It is Lemming, Texas.
Please tell me there's some sort of cliff near it.
There, in our game, 100%, there is a sheer cliff.
Yeah,
And
it is
fabulous.
lava.
Is Lemming
Yeah.
like an abandoned town?
It
Yeah,
would be
yeah, we need to
abandoned in the
find-
time of red, yes.
Yeah, so let's do that. Set up shop there. Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could like hide our vehicles and maybe in some of the buildings and
Yeah.
spring out on them.
For anybody who currently lives in Lemming, my apologies. I do not mean to say that your town is abandoned. This is Cyberpunk, though, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Pleasanton.
Nah, screw Lemming.
Nah, fuck him. Fuck him. All right, there we go. All right, I got my full screen going now. Hold on one second. Screenshot. Okay, so I'm gonna upload that onto our Roll20, and what I'm gonna do right now is we're gonna take a quick bio break, and during our quick bio break, while we are on our bio break, I will get that into our Roll20. And from Roll20, you guys can figure out, as we're on break, what do you want to do? Do you want to set up a trap? Do you want to try and, like, hide your stuff? Do you want to try and do this peacefully? Whatever it is you want to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, in our chat, yes, Outrunner, Texas is a big state. It is stupidly big, and oh my god, there are so many roads. Everything on my map generator highlights the main arteries, but when you zoom in, it's all the little side roads, and it just looks like a spider's web that was hit by a tornado and then rebuilt by a different spider. So yeah, it's a cluster. So we're going to go on our bio break. See all of you folks in a few minutes. Let our players here chat. I'm going to keep the mics live, and we'll be back in a few. All right, our mics are live. I'm going to mute myself.
Okay, so I think that we do need to set a trap just in case. I do think that we should try to do this peacefully or again, hell, fuck, turn Maelstrom against Metacore, have them go balls to the walls and maybe take out the other people that are there. Again, we're bringing Jack back from the dead, at least to this small group.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette.
Okay.
So Jack stroll out into the middle of the street in front of the convoy and just hail them down on his own while everyone else is in hiding in the buildings.
Yeah,
And if I can talk them down, then I can talk them down, and then if I can't, we start shooting.
yeah.
I think that's about the best we can do with who we've got.
I think there's a lot of potential in that.
Sounds
Now,
good. So
even though that's where Domino's thinking is Jack like, yeah, no, I think I can do that too, or fuck, they're sending me out to die.
No, Jack will be up for it at this point.
Again, we need and I think that would be
changed quite a bit since session 1 for him. So yeah.
and not only would that be a win for all of us, but I mean that would be specifically a win for Jack, you know, getting name back out there and recognition and being able to pull off some major negotiation thing like that with his abilities.
I was planning on gigging as a Devilish Jack Combs tribute act in the meantime, but we went up there.
There is a lot you can do with paint. By no means Photoshop level stuff, but there's a lot.
you ever driven around Fort Hood, Neon?
Nope, never had to go to. No, I was stationed at Riley.
Oh,
So
Kansas.
yup. Stationed there and only got sent to the NTC twice.
Oh,
Once as
bummer.
detail. Ugh.
Had some interesting times flying around NTC, but freaking Texas is freaking huge.
Oh yeah, I've driven across it.
Yeah.
I went on back in 2008, I went on a 2-month cross-country road trip, and it takes 12 hours to drive from one side of Texas to the other.
Yep. Been there, done that.
Yep.
Driving from Vietnam to Kakalaki. All the
I
way
stopped
home.
and saw the Alamo, and I also on that 2-month road trip, that was the only time I got pulled over by the police, was a Texas highwayman, and he said the most Texan redneck southern thing I think it would have been impossible for anybody to have said is like he asked if I knew why he pulled me over, and I was like, no, officer, I don't know. And the words that came out of his mouth were, now don't go filling my boots full of bull crap now. And I just, like, it took everything in me not to laugh in his face, because seriously, like, don't go filling my boots full of bull crap. Like, I almost felt like he was on a candid camera thing to be like, how it almost felt like one of those Super Trooper moments. Like, he was expecting his partner to come around the side of the car and say, now, right now, I need you to get out of the car.
That mortar would have been nice.
Back when I did live in Kansas, again, when I was in the Army, I was a tanker, and one of my friends was in artillery, and for a friend's birthday party, that friend they had a house, and we did a huge bonfire in their backyard, and my friend that was artillery brought 4 of the gunnery pouches that they use to launch the artillery round, which it's just so, and then we threw those on the bonfire. They weren't explosive or anything, it was just high heat. And so we took the bonfire from being, like 7-8 feet tall to being 30 feet tall for like 10 seconds, and then back down to being 8 feet tall. I haven't either. The last one that my friends threw like 7+ years ago was the party was called Fuck This Couch, and they took a old dilapidated couch that they bought a new couch, and so they took the old one out and made a bonfire out of it. Ooh, fancy. I am also still currently surrounded by 7 different tablets. When some of them are older because my company was just getting rid of them. So I have, I have a Samsung Note or Galaxy Note that's from 2014 that has been updating. I think it's finally finished updating. I haven't checked it to see if it's completed yet. Oh, no, I have to install it now. It was downloading it before. I have 2 Samsung Galaxy Tab 6s, and one of them the battery's not charging at all, so that one is going to get recycled. Then there's a Tab 4, which its Android version is so old that neither Chrome nor the Play Store can update on it. So it's still usable, but won't update. There's an iPad, a Lenovo tablet, and then a Samsung Tab A2. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with all of them.
I've never bought a tablet. I don't know. I've always just either had like a laptop or my cell phone. I never thought I needed another device.
Oh no, these are just like, these were devices that are going to be recycled, and so I was, with consent, able to grab them to research. So yeah, I mean, normally my phone is sufficient, and then I have my PC, and then a Surface Pro 3, and my Work Pro 6, and another tablet that I haven't met, or not a tablet, but another small little laptop that I picked up that I'm really kind of angry with because it's not touchscreen, which is why I went and bought the Surface Pro 3 so I would have touchscreen. My computer that I'm gaming on with you all isn't touchscreen, but touchscreen is nice on devices that's like yeah.
I got a laptop and a PC, and neither one of them are touchscreen.
Highly recommend, at least for laptop variety. Oh. I think if I ever run a Cyberpunk Red game in person, I'm gonna have the I'm going to distribute the tablets among my players and have it be their agents.
That'd actually be pretty cool.
And then like actually pass out at like before game or what have you, since I have so many goddamn micro SD cards, which I think I showed last game, like the fucking 30 plus like 2 gig cards. Those will be the data shards. It's like, hey, and pass one over like across the table, and here's you get this information in the gig and they then plug it in, load it up, and then review the information that's on it to see what their gig is going to be. And then maybe pass some of the others around with random numbers like for their eddies, and that's how they get paid. I don't know. Exactly. Exactly right, Outrunner. Like maybe put a Discord together, just a side one, and then have them like a group chat, private chat, and then they can message on there. They could, I don't know. Again, just the not, it wouldn't necessarily be required, but I think the immersion that it could potentially add is so much possibility there. And then depending on what they play or what their level of tech is, have they like the bigger, fancier ones or the newer-ish ones, those could be for like the if I have a player who's a net runner, whereas one of the like that the tab 4 that's outdated and won't update anymore, maybe have that be for somebody who's only got like a tech of 1 or 2 and like not too many like I have this because I know that it needs to work, but it's all outdated and full of malware, but I use it anyways because I need to talk to people. And then for the member of whatever group that we put together, the one that ends up being kind of laughing stock of everybody, I'll give them the iPad. I'm front. We're muted, or you're muted.
The mute
Me
gods
too.
have been satisfied. Fuck. Okay, sorry.
At least
Let me
that's what Outrunner said.
Yeah. As I was saying, we've got our 3-tiered map here. Pleasanton, right down here, is the origin point of where the shipment is coming from. This is the location of whatever area that Metacore is using. We have Lemming here, which is the town in between them and San Antonio up in the north. Zoom in, second version of Lemming, you can see the 2 major arteries into the town. And then a third zoom in down here on the bottom is a much bigger close-up and a blow-up. You can see the 2-lane highway coming through and the smaller, now abandoned town. And then in this lower left-hand corner, that's where you guys can drop your tokens. And we have our gig description up on top. Destroy drug shipment. The connection was the local honcho, Kyrie Faraway Garcia. Payment is going to be 1,600 eddies each. Location is going to be between Pleasanton and San Antonio. They need to get it done prior to sunrise because that's when the shipment's coming through. And the threat is that local Maelstrom have been hired for protection on the shipment. Bonus listed is delivery of the delivery truck for an extra 400 eddies each. So, folks, what are we doing?
So I think that we should set the potential ambush just under the G and Lemming, like right at that intersection.
Right here?
Yes.
No, between them. Between the 2 intersections, you block one end off,
Yeah.
and Chuggy puts the AV down horizontal in the road.
Yeah, that
So
could
they get-
work.
So they get caught.
So you're talking about right there inside that blue box?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, sorry. Let me make that a little bit
I think-
clearer for our audience.
Is that like highway where it's like elevated road?
It is an elevated highway, yes. Or, actually, let me zoom in real life and see. No, I'm going to say it's an elevated highway. This is the time of Red. They had a lot of elevated roads that they had to construct after the bombings and destruction. And the town that's underneath it is an abandoned ghost town.
Calamity, you think you could whip something up quickly that would maybe blow that if we wanted to? Like an explosive?
I think if we blow it, that would
Remy's-
damage the truck, though.
Remy's more of the explosive expert, but I can give it a go.
I mean, he's not with us though, so
Yeah.
well, he's busy doing windows or something.
Again, I don't think we want to blow the road because, well, we could blow the road behind them so they couldn't get away. I think that would be okay. We wouldn't want to blow the road under them because that would damage everything, and we don't want to damage necessarily. Plus, we want to give Jack the opportunity to be as smarmy as possible with them to get him on our side.
Smarmy.
Another option is we could get them to stop, get them talking, and then, oh, by the way, let them know that we did rig the road to explode. So unless they abandon the vehicles, we blow the entire road, and they all fall to their deaths.
Or better, we rig them, we talk to them. I like that idea. I like some of it. What if we stop them, we link Jack to his thing, and then we say, and just in case you don't want to side with us or think this is a good idea, we did also rig the road to explode, and then we don't actually rig the road to explode, again, because we don't want to damage it, but we do rig the road to explode behind them so we can give it as an example and as a threat.
Yeah.
That plan don't sound like it has enough explosions though. Like I really like the plan that has explosions.
It'll have explosions,
You'll be the
just not a lot.
cavalry. You'll be the cavalry. So if
I
it
mean,
all
yeah,
really
I
goes
do have my
tits up-
rockets and
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it goes tits up, you just strafe the highway.
Yeah.
Don't hit me, please.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, you could talk to him, but I really hope to shoot somebody today. Kind of.
Well,
Shebar's
might
been
not.
really getting on my nerves. I just want to shoot something.
They might not
Just like that
always
office
want
meme,
to
she just
be.
pops up. She's like, "Who's getting on your nerves?" Oh.
Ah.
See, I really want to shoot something right now, especially.
But, well, as Jack was just saying, maybe not all of them are Maelstrom. So we get the Maelstrom on our side, then you get to shoot the rest without damaging the truck.
I mean, I'm
Also,
not
here's
an
a
expert
thought.
planner, but whatever you guys want to do, I guess I'm down with it.
Here's a
And
thought. Also, I'm not so I don't exactly have to whip anything up. You're a fixer, aren't you? Are you not?
yeah,
So you
I
should
mean,
be
a little
able to
bit.
source us some explosives.
I can sort some explosives, but nothing that would be significant for this. And I need to get a little bit more experience under my belt before I can do that.
Good point.
Yeah, I again think this is like just hitting the ground running. I'm not like a fixer that's been around for a little while, so um
And we don't have enough time to score anything off of Dallas.
yeah, no. I think even then it would take a little bit of time. I could have maybe done that yesterday, like tried to source it the other day, but just didn't have enough time or put enough planning into it. I'll remember that for the future though. But and T-Bart, remember there's 4 vehicles. We only need to give 1 to Garcia. There's 3 other vehicles. Why not just blow up one of them and then we could drive the other 2 back and have them add that to our supply too?
Whatever y'all want to do.
What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Alright.
that's fair. So yeah, we'll try your plan. I think.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
You Calamity, you're gonna be nearby with that rifle of yours, right?
Yep.
You're safe, you're all ready. You're all right. Shall we?
All right. I guess we should find a place for you guys to hole up for the night. I mean, I'll just sleep in my vehicle, but
So am I whipping up explosives or am I not whipping up explosives?
yes, whipping up explosions at least enough to blow up the road behind them, and just to make that threat. But don't need more than that.
Okay.
And yeah,
You wanna make Calamity?
Special charger too, maybe? I don't know.
A what?
Or what do you guys think we should you would need?
I don't know what it would take to blow up the
C6?
road.
A couple bricks of C6 or
I have no
You're
idea.
asking the builder about carpentry. I've got no idea.
Um, so you-
or a couple
why don't you?
satchel charges.
That should probably do the trick. And even if it doesn't actually take out the road, the explosions should be enough to like put them on edge to bend to our will.
Okay.
As long as they're bigger than firecrackers.
So I'll
And
go,
if you need me to source any materials, I could try to do that.
yeah, so I'll try and whip up some a couple satchel charges.
All right. What is the cost of a satchel charge?
Give me a second. I don't remember. Hold on.
Don't you have from your inventory?
Yeah. It's not. It's no longer in my inventory because we used it. We used all the satchel charges that I had. Give me a second.
I'm pulling up the neon
Yeah,
red catalog.
Same.
All right, satchel charges $100 eddies, 100 eddies premium. So from the core rulebook, we're going to be balancing against a premium. 1 second, pull that up. Cyberpunk red core rulebook. This is the maker. There we go. Page 147. Okay, so this is a premium item. 100 eddies. In order to make a premium item, it is a DB17 check, and it will take you 1 day. So you'd be able to make one, and you need to pass a DB17 check.
Okay.
And for making this, the total cost is going to be, I believe it's 1/2 of the cost of the item. To make the item, roll tech skill that the item would typically be repaired with, your rank and the speciality plus 1d10. Tech must purchase one price category lower. So you're going to spend not premium but costly, and costly I believe is 50 eddies. It'll be 50 eddies total.
Okay, so I'm going to use some fabrication expertise under maker.
Alrighty. DB17. Crit fail 13 minus 10, so crit fail plus crit success. So yeah, you're being rushed into this. They're expecting you to put together some high explosives in a satchel charge literally overnight, and it's a little bit too overwhelming for Calamity. You're unable to get that done.
Well, can you use luck to reroll it?
You can.
Okay. I'll use 1 luck to reroll it.
Wait, that's Fallout.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Shit.
Okay. Well,
And
I mean, as
even
far
with
as
the +2
creating
in
it, I
chat,
don't know that it didn't.
won't work. Shit.
I wouldn't know that I didn't. That it like as rushed as it is, that it didn't. I didn't make it correctly, right?
You actually do know. So it says under your fabrication expertise is that when you fail this, what happens is that halfway through you realize that you made a mistake and you have to start over again. And so what this would mean is that, like, literally in the middle of the night, you've spent hours and hours and hours. It's been about 12 hours since they bugged you about this. It's in the middle of the night, and you're just like, what the fuck? This isn't even plastic explosive. Who the fuck gave me Play-Doh? And you just whip it at the wall.
G-bar.
I mean, who's the person who sources the materials here? I don't think that's She-Bar.
I said I wasn't able to source this. This wasn't me.
Okay.
She gave her that multicolored gub by accident.
It's a brick of the gum. There you go.
Yeah.
So you whip it at the wall, and it just sticks to the wall in the shape of a satchel charge.
You made plastic explosives?
I just look over at him. Yeah, this is a no-go. This ain't gonna work.
Okay,
We're
then
gonna have to think of something else. If anything, bluff them.
Yeah, we'll bluff them, and if they try to call the bluff, I mean, we have T-Bar with rockets.
Which does
He can
the same
blow up
amount
the
of
back of the
damage.
bridge. Yeah.
Works for me.
Yeah, and just a reminder as well, trying to make a satchel charge that may have been quite dangerous for you guys because it requires a DV-15 demolitions check to actually set it correctly. So, just something to keep in mind for the future.
Future.
There is no
Like I said,
Yeah.
Remy is the explosive expert.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
just shoot things.
I say let's turn in for the night because we got to get up bright and early, like before dawn. Let's set alarms and get ready for this. And yeah.
All right. So yeah, you all settle in for the night, and as you're settling in for the night passes. The next morning rolls around. Your alarm clocks start going off around 2-3 a.m. because sunrise is going to be around 5 to 6. You've got a couple hours of driving and flying ahead of you that you need to complete to get from one space to the next. And the lot of you are you're somewhat slept. What I would like all of you to do, please, is give me a endurance check to see if you are well slept enough from such a short night. DV is going to be a 12.
Endurance. Okay.
All right, Domino succeeded. Calamity, there we go. Crit success, 19 plus a 5. Yeah, Calamity, your anger and your frustration just went through your adrenal gland and you just pass out. No issues.
Yeah, I'm gonna use 4 luck on this.
4 luck? Holy shit! All right.
Wait,
Thank
that's,
God you used 4
exactly
luck.
12.
12. All right. And Jack. Jack, get enough
Yeah,
beauty sleep.
Roll 20, playing up.
We are not all Rob here. We can't micro nap for 2 hours and be perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's crazy. What's the roll? Endurance.
Endurance, yep. 18. All right. Everybody seemed to sleep fine on about 4 hours of sleep-ish. So all of you are up with the alarms going off. You are mostly fresh-faced and ready to go. It's going to be about an hour of travel to get down to Lemming, because that's where all of you wanted to go. So you all, I'm assuming, get ready and head on out. What vehicles are being taken?
I'm taking the RV. Or AV.
The RV, got it. Road trip!
I'm taking the APC.
Okay.
And I think Calamity went with T-Bar and Jack rode with me. And we are going off-road. We're, not going along main roads.
Wait, so Calamity, you're going with T-Bar, you're not taking the motorcycle?
No, I'm gonna leave my motorcycle in the shop.
Okay. And Jack?
Same. I'm riding with Domino.
Okay. I just wanted to double check because we do have 2 new nomads, so congratulations again. Just wanted to see if you guys wanted to stretch your nomad legs a little bit. So yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, so they will be, because that was the thought, is that once we hijack if we get at least 3 of the 4 vehicles, they'll be able to drive the other 2 back to camp.
Okay. All right. So after about an hour of driving and flying, of course, T-Bars can be getting there earlier. You get over and you kind of dust over this abandoned, forgotten town. You see what used to be a generally a dollar store. You can see a little bit further down there was this old inn that had been partially demolished in order to accommodate this this much newer infrastructure of the elevated highway. You can see in the distance as well, there was some sort of factory here at some point in time that was probably used for either mining or maybe making tires. You're not totally sure, but you do notice each of those different things as you're coming in from that elevated position. What I'm going to need right now from Domino is, Domino, please roll me a driving check. DV is going to be a 18. What I'm going to be having you do is, because the only major on-ramp onto this road is up in San Antonio, unless you want to try driving your APC through the city itself, or if you're going to be going off-road, if you go off-road, you're going to have to find a way to somehow get your vehicle elevated and jump up onto your elevated highway.
26.
Right, 26. Yeah, you're able to find some kind of like the natural ramping area next to one of these over roads, and APC at full speed and plops down, and the suspension takes most of the brunt, and you're driving up on this elevated highway. As all of you are heading this direction, though, you don't see any oncoming traffic. It seems to be pretty much used for these corporates only. You don't see any campfires really out in the desert itself. It seems to be a pretty dead area, and the town that is underneath here, formerly Lemming, Texas, is abandoned. You don't see any movement. You don't hear anything except for the random howling or barking of dogs or coyotes in the distance.
I think it would be good for us to go ahead and even if everything goes according to plan, T-Bar, I think you should still blow the road once we get clear of it, because I think that will, because we're taking this delivery and that'll hamper them. But if we take out this road, that's going to cause a major issue for them, I think.
Shug. Okay. We'll see what we can do.
Shebar, where is she, T-Bar?
I had had left her back at the base.
Okay. All right, so if you need to get in contact with her, you'll have to contact her via...
I have an agent and radio and all that.
All right. So yeah, what I would like all of you to do now, please, is roll me a perception check and B, initiative roll. All right, so Domino an 11, Calamity an 17, T-Bar 13. Write down our initiative. Right, so our initiative, we've got Domino, got T-Bar. Okay, and so after Domino, who's in the car with Domino? Jack?
Yep.
Right,
Yeah.
and with T-Bar, we've got Calamity. Get that text a little bit bigger so I can actually read it. Oh god, too big. Still too big. There we go. There. Alright, so yeah, there's our initiative. So it'll be Domino and Jack, and then not T-Bar, and Calamity. All right. So after you guys have been sitting there for a little while, Domino, you're on that high-rise road, so you're on this elevated expressway. Where are you, T-Bar? Are you on top of the road as well? Are you on top of an adjacent building? Are you on the road beneath? Where are you at?
That's what I was going to ask, if there was a building that actually overlooks this.
There are none
At
that are
all?
tall enough for the actual elevated road. As I said, there's an old, generally a dollar store. There's the old factory that's further south. That is right down here. That's what all this mess of road is. The generally a dollar store is right up here, and the rest of these are broken down old houses.
I'll ask Calamity if they have a preference of where we are left. I really don't. I mean,
Close but out of sight. I think, again, close but
Yeah,
out of sight.
close.
That way you could be a threat.
Park on the roof of one of the buildings near the right next to the highway and turn the engines off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
All right, so try that again.
I will park at a very nearby building
All
just
right.
off the highway on the roof.
All right. Do you want to set on top of the General Lee Dollar Store?
That's as good as any building, I guess.
All right. And initially, I was actually saying generally a dollar store, but I prefer General Lee Dollar Store because, Confederates, and it's Texas, so, it's fitting. For anybody who is in our chat or in our game who is from Texas, I'm sorry, but facts. So, yeah. You plop on top of the General Lee Dollar Store, just adjacent to the highway. And after a little while, a lot of you can see some lights coming up north from the distance. I'm going to plop down a little marker on here for their vehicles. So hold on one second. Boop, boop. All right. So this is where all of you can start seeing them coming in from the south.
I do gotta say, sure, man, that was a great pun. Sherman.
I got that, but who said Sherman?
Sure, comma, man, that was a great pun about General Lee.
Oh. History puns, my brain. All right. Yeah, sure, man. That's a great pun about General Lee Dollar Store. I'll take it. I'll take it. So we have our vehicle all the way down there. Vehicles for you guys. Where are your vehicle tokens?
Oh, I haven't made a new one yet, so I still have the old one.
No
But
worries.
here
I'm
you
gonna
go.
use this one right
Oh no, I
here.
did put in the new one.
Yay! Go ahead and drop a vehicle token for yourself as well, T-Bar. What?
I guess that's it. I thought I sent you a picture for it, but I don't know. It's not there.
What the heck?
I can't upload images anymore. Like my image thing is maxed out for Roll20.
That's annoying. Hold on one second. Edit. Oh my god, it's not there! What the? Give me 1 second. Let's fix that. No need in having a blank box. Alright. Go back to the one that sent from you. I'm going to re-download this because I don't want the thing to be anal retentive with me. So let's save the image. Copy to, sure. Upload. Download. Upload. Open. Fingers freaking crossed. Roll20. There we go. Use selected token. There we go. Oh, no. Remove. Yes, delete. Okay, cool. Go ahead and try dropping it down now. I just saved it.
It's already there.
Yeah.
I put it.
Oh, it worked. Okay, Roll20. Thank you for actually working with me for once. All right, so we've got our adjacent APC and our AV. We've got this security truck heading north. Now it is down here. Each turn it's going to be progressing a box. So let me know when you want to take an action. Do you guys want to take an action right here or no?
I think
So
we
wait,
want to
where's the APC?
near the bottom.
The APC is right now.
Was it? Is it on the highway?
Yes.
Oh, my APC, yes.
Yeah.
Their delivery truck and all their security stuff is also on the highway.
Is that where we want it?
Yes, just because, again, because otherwise I won't be able to do anything from it. So, but I mean, I could back it up a little bit, or I mean, it's simply something that you could get out of and be like, "Hey, these people saved me, and it's me, Jack, woohoo!"
Well, I'd just
Um,
be standing in the middle of the road waiting for him. Is what I
yeah.
was thinking.
Oh, so I mean, do you think it would add or detract from your credibility having this behind you?
Possibly detract.
Okay.
You can back up.
I could, yeah. Why don't you get out here and I'll back up about 4 squares at least?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
No need for 4 squares because that's a decent amount of distance there. That's like a full city block. Each one of those squares is a full city block.
Oh, I'll go 1.5 then. Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I actually want to edit this real quick because it's snapping to grid again, which is really annoying. Stop snapping to grid. How do I turn off snap to grid? Why won't it let me?
If you hold down shift while you're moving things, it won't snap to grid while you're doing that.
Nope, still doing it to me.
Is it Alt? There was a button you could hold down before.
Anybody in chat now?
Oh, it's Alt.
It's Alt.
Alt. Okay. All right. Yep. So you're about 2 city blocks back. Is that okay? Where you want it to be?
I think that should be enough distance.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you moved 2, so they've moved up 2 as well. All right. Now, what I need each of you to do, what I would like each of you to do right now is please roll me a 1d40. 1d40. Each of you, please. And this is going to be selecting what vehicles they're bringing into the situation. Oh boy. Okay. All right. T-Bar got a 28, Jack's a 33, Domino 21, Calamity 28. So every single one of you just rolled into the military section. I was hoping somebody had rolled into the standard section, so it looks like we've got some competition coming up very shortly. Let's roll into the military section.
Which I guess sort of makes sense for Maelstrom.
It makes sense for Maelstrom. It also makes sense for negative plot twists. So yeah. All right. So our first roll was a 20. Okay, so Domino 21 was the lowest. So the first vehicle that's coming up in front of that truck is a Kuma. So a Kuma, for those of you who are unaware, is kind of like just a shitty old like little Humvee kind of just dune buggy kind of thing. So we've got a Kuma up in the front of that group. We have a 2 8s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That doesn't work. Those are military attack submarines. So ignore that. I would like both of you to roll again, please. T-Bar and Calamity. Jack, I'll figure out where 13 is at. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, that's fun. All right. So Jack's roll just netted us an incoming military-style hovercraft. Yay!
Get in.
And T-Bar, that's a D40, not 100.
Oh,
Just remember red wine.
You did a D100 again. There we go. All right. It looks like they both rolled under 20, so that means we have 2 civilian vehicles with them. So we have a 14 and a 3. A little bit safer now.
I don't
Unless you
know.
guys
I
want
think
me
it
to
would
use
be
the attack
safer with the
submarines.
subs. Yeah.
I mean,
They're on flatbed trailers.
Hmm.
no. I would like to. That would be fun though. All right. So
Towed by
vehicles.
semi truck.
Oh, okay, fancy. There we go. In the front ahead of them, they have a scout working with them. It is a cyber bike, civilian style cyber bike. My thing is being glitchy, and our second roll on there was Calamity with a 14. 1, 2, 3,
Calamity,
4,
stop
5,
drooling.
6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's a fucking fishing boat. Why do you keep giving me watercraft? Please roll again. 1d40. Calamity. No fishing boats, no subs. It's not how I roll. Not in the middle of a desert. A 1.
Is it another boat?
No.
Dad
So
had roller skates.
somebody comes in on a bicycle. No, that brings us back in with another Kuma because I wanted to switch that up. So we have 2 Kumas.
Okay.
1 Kuma in the front, 1 Kuma in the back. And we have the cyberbike, the civilian style cyberbike. That is their little forward patrol. And so with that, I'm going to move him forward. So this is our current lineup of what we've got going on. So what are you guys going to do? This is where we're at. Are you going to take an action this round or let them continue moving?
We were gonna wait to let him get close to talk
Yeah.
to Jack.
Just
Alright.
waiting. So
Okay.
Jack has taken a battered lawn chair from the HQ that he's brought with him.
Is it the lawn
And
chair
has
with the
set
skeleton?
yeah, and has set up in the middle of the road, sitting on the lawn chair, with his guitar, just randomly noodling, and will await the convoy.
Alright. So I just dropped in another one of your tokens right in there.
Oh,
All right. So yeah, you are sitting there, and the first thing that comes up, you hear the as this cyber bike, with its brights flashes on and just kind of bathes you in this like neon glow that's coming out of their front headlights, and they come to a pretty slow engine brake halt, and you can hear this guy screaming over whatever it seems to be, a very metallic voice, and he says, "Get out of the road!"
say that again. I think you might cut out.
No, that was, "Get out of the road!"
Just do the. Oh! Ah! Choom! Good morning! Stand up off the chair. And just sort of approach him. I've got the guitar in front of me so he can see my hands. That's kind of the pretext for it. And just just casually walk up to him like it's what I'm doing is totally fucking normal.
All right. With that turn, we've got more movement from the convoy, so they're up 1 each as well. You can see some headlights with their high beams now approaching from the distance as well. Several different sets.
Okay. So I'm closer to this guy now. Is he? I'd be able to tell if they're maelstrom pretty quickly, right? Because of the amount of cyberware those guys tend to have.
Yes, he is definitely Maelstrom.
Yeah. Oh, it's leaning close. Ah, you're a Strummer.
Yeah, what do you want, old man? Get out of the road!
Which I had a bit of a run-in a little while back. Which state are we in? My head's a bit scrambled. I just need some help, if you don't mind.
Go ahead and roll me conversation, please.
Yeah.
Right. All right. You're in Texas, dude. Get off the drugs and get out of the road.
Oh. Last thing I remember I was in Vegas.
All right, as you are saying that,
Monday
a
night.
second vehicle pulls up.
Yeah, there was like a blinding light, and then I woke up here. What was I doing? I can't remember. You, Oh, there's more of you. Lovely. As I start, like, waving at the people behind him.
You hear honking
Hey.
back in response.
Yeah, dude, I'm assuming you're not the... Who's the leader here? I would very much like some assistance. I don't know where the fucking hell I am. Been a very long week.
All right, how close have you walked up to the guy on the motorcycle?
Like 10 feet away, maybe?
Okay. You've gotten pretty close, and you can see that this guy is pretty visibly agitated. Go ahead and roll me a human perception check.
21.
All right. Even through his board wear, he is very clearly angry. He's getting very aggressive at this point. And what's normally an interface of like bluish greenish tint, you can see that his modified eyes have now started transitioning to a radiant red color. And he's like, "Old man, back up! Get the fuck off of the road! We don't want to have to shoot. We're on a shipment. Back up!"
All right, chill. I'm just a lonely old rocker boy wandering the roads. I just need some help. Right. And I had to lift with you, gentlemen, to the next town, maybe.
You see this guy? What the fuck? Boss, get up here! Boss, get up here! And with that, the next vehicles are rolling in. They are stopped up in this little space, and you can see coming from this hovercraft. It literally is a couple of inches off the ground. It rolls up and then lowers on down, and you see this burly ass guy climb off the top of it and step down. And you can see that he is also red interface on his face. He's like, "Old man, get the fuck out of the road before I kick your ass myself."
Hello, you're Damon, right? Yes. Hang on. I'm gonna go say hello to Damon. Hang on. And I'm like attempt to approach like the really huge dude. Super friendly with just like, arms in the air. I'm like, don't mean to. I'm not gonna hurt a fly.
All right, I'm about to roll 4 names right now, and if it pops up on Damon, I'll give you a fucking extra AP or something. Nope.
Yeah, he's totally making it up. It's fine.
It's like, I have no idea who the fuck Damon is. My name is Brett. Get the fuck out of the road.
You've never been to see me play then?
See who play, old man.
Well, Devilish Jack Holmes, of course.
Go ahead
Am I
and
not
roll your
recognizable?
charisma check.
What am I doing? My roll
Rocker
ability,
boy,
or-
yep. Rocker
Yeah.
boy roll ability. Let's see, do these guys know who you are? That is a 13. Yup, run in terror is the response from Raven. No, he's being a drunken Jack Holmes. All right, so that is a 13. Give me 1 second to pull up the CRB. Boop, boop, boop.
That was actually to Outrunners comment.
Ah. Oh, subs with tank treads. Yes, that would be fucking terrifying. What is your Rocker Boy roll ability at right now?
6.
All right. So you got a 13. Holy shit. Rocker Boy's fans are all over the city, often in nearby cities. They are strongly loyal, will often do major favors for the Rocker Boy in exchange for attention. This guy immediately recognizes you, and he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I thought you died because of that Azrael stuff over in Vegas. Why the hell are you in the middle of Texas?
Ah, come on, we don't really die, do we, us? Just, we're here on a little, do us a favour.
Hold on 1 second. As you're talking, he is kind of losing his shit. He's like, boys, get your asses over here. We got AZ's protector up in this space. Come on, come on. And you literally see a group of people coming out of these different vehicles. There is a grand total of 16 plus 14, so that would be 32. There are 32 Maelstrom that come out of these different vehicles. And they are all cybered up, heavily cybered up. And their interfaces are transitioning from red to blue and green as they are coming over. Like, oh shit, look who it is!
Now, to understand, because I've got friends in high places, I've got friends in low places, and I want to understand that this little lot that you're shipping here belongs to medical. Were you aware of that at all? Because I've got a couple of stories I could tell you about them. I mean, they took shots at me and they tried to drop a nuke on me to shut me up.
They didn't drop no nuke. The fucking power plant went haywire is what I heard.
Yeah, and why do you think that was? Kid old Jackie boy here. Yeah.
One of the
Couldn't
guys
do
kind
it
of
with
leans
guns.
over. He's like, I thought it was the zombies, man. T-virus.
They couldn't do it with guns, so they went the nuclear option.
Then how the hell did you get out of a nuclear blast? And where's Azrael? What the fuck happened with him? We've been trying to figure out what's going on. Data pool's been going crazy. Some people said it was fucking aliens. Some people said it was the Ruskies. What's going on?
It's in a safe place. Like I said, I've got friends in high places and I've got friends in low places, and between the both of them, we managed to secure Azrael's safe passage away from medical.
Alright, do me a favor really quick and roll me persuasion. And this is an opposed check. You gotta beat a 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop both of me luck. I've got 2 luck, I think. I'm gonna drop both into this. So.
Right.
Be a +2. 18 altogether.
Yeah, you beat a 10. Like, oh my god, you got Azrael out, yeah! And these guys, they hold up their guns and fucking automatic gunfire up into the air. These guys are blowing off rounds into the sky. So hold on 1 second. As that's going on, Domino, Calamity, and T-Bar, the 3 of you are literally seeing automatic gunfire now coming from the bridge. And you can hear yelling and screaming. From our initiative, Domino, what are you doing?
First, sending Jack a message. You okay? Or do I need to come in? What's going on? And I will start pulling forward slowly, but wait for his go or no go.
All right. I mean, yeah. If I got that, I would ping off to everybody. Exuberant celebrations, nothing to worry about. Smiley, winky face. Send.
T-Bar, does T-Bar recognize the word exuberant?
Actually, roll
I don't
for
know.
it. Wonderful.
All right, so you somewhat understand the general idea of the word exuberant, maybe. You can always just lean over and be like, I know what this text means. Calamity, do you know what this text means? Can you explain it in layman's terms for the audience? What audience?
Yeah, so I'll look over at Calamity like, is this the sign to blow up the bridge?
Take a look and take a look at his agent. Just stay frosty.
I don't know. The smiley faces look kind of like people getting blown up.
And he says he's good. I double check by looking through my sniper scope.
All right, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Be a DV14. Yeah, you can see Jack is safe and sound. These people are firing off their guns into the air, and all of their
she
interfaces look to be green and blue instead of red.
She looks through the scope and she actually sees one of the male strummers. I've now let him play my guitar, and he's just like, just hitting just chords, and in return he's given me his a rifle, which I am now firing into the air alongside them. We'll swap back again.
All right, give me 1 second. Let's see, what is their non-combat number? So it's going to be a +6. Let's see how well he can play the instrument.
Yeah.
Holy shit, 22. Yeah,
pretty
this
good.
guy's slamming off power chords like a boss. As you are firing that
you-
rifle up in the air.
You might have a future there, mate. We'll talk. Swap back. Right. I'm cards on the table. I'm here with some friends. I understand you're this lot belongs to medical.
Yeah,
They're
they
the
hired
buggers
us
that were
on.
responsible. Yeah, well, they tried to kill me unsuccessfully, as you can see, and they were also the buggers that helped kidnap Azrael. Now,
You hear some like hushed murmuring after mentioning that.
Now, you're your own men and you are free to do as you wish, but it strikes me as a rather good way to get back at the corporation that, attempted to kill your Lord and Saviour would be to help us out, and we're looking to sort of liberate these trucks, if that's all right.
Go ahead and roll me another persuasion, and this is going to be an opposed skill check.
This is what Jack does.
Hold on 1 second. Oh! Tied.
Okay.
So this Brett guy, the biggest one that's up with you, the one who you exchanged the guitar with the, let's see, what was it? He had a helix arm that you were firing up into the air.
Yeah. We've swapped it back now. He has
Yes.
the gun back.
Yeah. So you had swapped with him. He looks over. He's like, we got hired on. I mean, you know who we are. We are Maelstrom. We're all ex-military. These guys are the only folks that are hiring in ex-military. When you look like this, when you're cybered up, when you're ex-mil, nobody wants to fucking hire anybody. These are the only folks giving us employment right now. I'm not sure we can really double cross. You don't bite the hand that feeds.
What if I could change that?
How are you going to change that?
You want a job?
That's what we're working for.
Just so happens a colleague of mine has started up a neocorp, and we're looking to hire on. Not only will we be able to guarantee you spoils of war, you'll be taking it to the fuckheads that kidnapped Azrael at the same time.
Did I just back myself into a corner here?
Way to diffuse a negative plot twist.
Wait till he tells them they all have to switch to pink and green.
Brett looks over at you. I'm gonna roll another opposed check. Hold on.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll again, or?
No, this is your same statement. If you're able to get us jobs, we're just trying to survive right now. There's not much going on in Texas. The trade's been frozen. Fucking, there's crazy shit going on up in space right now. I'm not sure you've even heard about those crazy ass high riders. Like, the fucking nukes going off. The Medicorps is, they're fucking hiring, but these people are asking us to bring in this shady ass stuff. That fucking truck, we didn't want to touch it, but the pay was good.
Can I be honest with you a second about Medicorps? They're gonna use you and all of your men, and they'll grind you up and spit you out.
One of the guys next to him's like, sounds like my Thursday night.
Not in a good way, Choom, not in a good way. You heard about what happened to the big Nomad gathering out west?
I mean, all the news coverage has been saying that you guys set off a nuke trying to take out Night City because Medicorps was moving in.
Now, follow along with me here, because you seem like a smart lad. With what I've told you about Medicorps already, and what
He
you
is
witnessed in
intelligent.
Vegas,
Well, whether he is or not is not the point of that statement, but fine.
it's follow along with me. Now, with what I've already told you about what Medicorps attempted to do to me and did do to Azrael in Vegas, would that story not strike you as fishy?
I mean, we just trying to make ends meet, man. You know how it is. Struggling artist. I mean, you're fucking back from the dead. You know how it is. That's kind of how we are. But if you can get us a job, you can get us somewhere we can stay.
We'd love to have you. We need the numbers. You guys have got them. And there'll be plenty of spores in it for you.
You see Brett pull out his ID badge. He's like, they've already bioscanned us though, man.
What does that mean?
They've got our biomarkers, all of us. Anybody who's worked for Medicorps before, they're able to track you down from fucking satellites. They got our body signatures. If we're leaving you and we ditch this stuff or we wreck this stuff, those fucks are gonna track us down. They always do. It's military tech.
We get a decent runner, we can wipe your records off. I'll foot the bill myself if that's what it takes.
Go ahead, roll me another persuasion.
My luck's got to run out at some point. I swear to God.
Explosions too, damn it. Brett extends his hands out. He's like, "You got a deal, brother."
Shake it. In complete honesty, yeah, we do need the numbers, and they've got every reason in the world to fight Metacore if they knew the truth. So, all right.
Yeah, right now you have a group of 30 Maelstrom, 5 vehicles total, including a delivery truck that is full of drugs. What are you guys doing? Domino, what are you doing? T-Bar, what are you doing?
Collect up the ID cards from the Maelstrom guys, the ones that are biochipped. And then suggest to Domino, if we hit up the fixer that we're doing this job for and see what she can do about getting a runner to wipe their markers, because I'm sure she doesn't want the trucks traced back to her either, if that is the case.
Is that something Callie could do maybe also? Meditech kind of person?
First, Kylie Garcia, the choom we're doing this for is he, and they're just a local honcho. I don't think they're a full-on fixer yet. They're just a contact fixers have.
Right.
But we could touch base with Dallas. We could also check with our Kylie? Can't remember our.
You can just use Garcia. It's fine.
Well, or our local. If we're bringing them back to Team Art, we have our medtech, our Nomad medtech, who's been helping us from the beginning.
Oh, is it medtech? I thought it was a net runner we need to wipe the.
We might. Yeah, I don't know. But from what I understood, isn't we'll also, if we can get things squared away with, I thought Remy was also looking at like breaking into the net running market. He may not be at the skill that we'll need for this, but
I don't know if he'll be able to get inside Metacore and doing. Have I still got the details for that 10th rank 10 net runner that I used to get the info when I was staying in Dallas?
What's your luck score?
It's crap. It's like 2.
It's
2.
Roll me 1d10.
2.
The contact that you have for them is no longer active. It says invalid user. They seem to cover their tracks well.
That figures, yeah. He's not going to leave it for too long. All right, well, Medical have their biochips. They can follow them wherever.
Okay, so we wouldn't want to bring them back to Team Art, to our property, our territory yet, until we can get that clear. But we can see about getting word, getting in contact with a netrunner.
Just need someone to go in and fry their records.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's nothing actually implanted in them that could just be taken out?
I don't think so.
So they said that Metacore has their bio scan, so it's literally their, like, have you guys ever seen bioscans before?
No.
A bioscan is what happens when you literally get scanned over, and it's like your fingerprint, but it's for your body, the heat and the temperature and like the makeup and all that stuff that your body physically lets out.
Yeah, so they've got that data stored somewhere. Yeah, they've got that data stored somewhere on their servers or whatever. It would need to be deleted.
Right, but the way stuff works in Red, wouldn't we have to actually break it to their base for a netrunner to be able to wipe that stuff?
Pay someone else to do
it. Or, I mean, they're borged the fuck out, and couldn't maybe Remy just rewire their bio to put out different temperatures and different markers? Maybe Calamity could help with that? I mean, if they're okay with, we have some extremely skilled techs, maybe they could just readjust and recalibrate them so that their biomarkers don't match the scans that are in place.
Maybe if that would work. I don't know if that would work. Would that work?
I don't know, maybe that'll work.
Sounds like.
Is there something we can make like a signal jammer or something
Yeah.
that would block them from reading it until at least in the short term?
Yeah, or maybe make a scan blocker that, like, I mean, they're borged out. So if we say, hey, we have this little upgrade chip that will block you from being scanned by them.
I mean, I heard if you wear like aluminum foil on your head, you can block those satellites. I think
I thought you
I
did
think
that
we
for
could get
fun.
that. It is fun, but I mean, it's got a lot of purposes. Plus, it looks really cool.
And you can shape it into different things.
Yeah, they used to always make mine into one of those pointy hats.
Gotcha. So, yeah, so I'd say that we're not entirely sure how to get it done, but we will, if they'll sign on with us, we'll do what we can to make sure that Metacore can't get them. Because I mean, we're already on Metacore's hit list anyway, so what's
Yeah.
the harm in
And
adding more people?
we can genuinely use the numbers.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Yeah. Okay.
And yeah,
Now, the real question that comes to this is, T-Bar, you have 30 possible applicants for your company. Are you going to accept in 30 possible new employees? Because they're looking for pay. They're looking for jobs, not just a random space in the middle of the desert. They want cash. So do you want 30 new employees?
I definitely do. I was asking a little bit about that last time, but like I don't know how we would handle like how I actually could get actual jobs for them. Like I don't know if
maybe that's what Shebar could do.
right, but like
that's
I don't
kind of
know
on
if
the
they're
GM side. You don't actually have to worry about those gigs. It's just within your company.
yeah. I would definitely want the I would definitely want that. I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't want employees.
Okay, just wanted to check. All right, so we've got this group here. They're listening to you guys. They know that they've got this bioscans that they have to be concerned about. They know, or they shared with you guys that everybody who's worked for Metacore has this done for them, and is capable of being tracked even remotely. They can track it from data sensors. They can track it from satellites if they need to.
Did they do this to me in
That's
Calamity
what I
when
was
we
going to
were
ask
hired?
next. Yeah.
You guys never asked, but yes, all employees.
I don't know if they started scanning my body parts. I think I would have remembered.
It may have been you walked through something and weren't aware of it, that you were walking through that type of device.
I think you two have been scanned.
Which, go ahead and roll me deduction, T-Bar Calamity.
I think I got like a 2 in this.
That's fine. Roll it for me anyway. Get an 11 and a 200.
Sorry, I don't even know where it is on the sheet.
I use my brain so little I don't even know where the brain part is. How do we brain? Although you did do an intelligence check
education.
earlier, so I didn't even know you could do that. 14. I mean, you have a lower intelligence and the same exact deduction score, but you actually rolled higher. The two of you, it starts occurring in your head that at some point in time you definitely had been scanned like they were talking about. You don't remember having done it directly. It's not like they hooked up a bunch of electrodes and stuff to your body. But this would make sense why all of those doors that wouldn't open for other people in restricted areas, you guys didn't have an ID card that you had to directly scan in. You could literally just walk up to it, it would open, and it would make sense now why that restricted area in the back never opened for you, and they didn't have card scanners.
So
Starting
we'll
to
get
click.
as we sort of get the we kind of join up with the convoy now, I guess, and then
Yeah.
just get them off of the highway for a second so we can regroup and think about what we want to do. Did you say his name was Brad, the leader?
Brett.
Sorry. So I
Yeah,
want to
mate.
approach Brett a second because there is something that he mentioned that I do want to pick up on very quickly. So Jack will approach him.
Brett, we're just figuring out how we're going to deal with this bio situation. I've had a word with T-Bar over there.
Point to T-Bar.
Hill's the CEO of the company who will be gainfully employing you very soon. Now, I just want to pick your brain because you said something about something mad going on in orbit. That's news to me.
We don't really hear too much, but those high riders, there's something going on. We don't really know. They keep to themselves, not much communication with the surface. But I mean, if you look up at night, you can see some shit going on up there, and nobody really knows what the fuck's happening.
Trouble in space Wakanda.
Space Wakanda. Oh my god.
That's basically what it is.
Just saying, Raven, that is now a mandatory name of one of your settlements. Please. Space Wakanda.
I don't even want to claim credit for that because I'm pretty sure I've heard Mike Pondsmith refer to it as that directly when he was talking about it during the lead up to the launch of Red. So
Even a better rationale to name it Space Wakanda.
yeah.
What kind of name is that?
And add a nuke within the space station, please. Just
Extra
for
nuke.
me.
Thank you. More nukes. That's what we need.
Interesting. Appreciate it, Brett. Thank you.
Cool.
Question to the GM actually. So, as
Answer
far
from the
as
GM.
yeah, but as far as bioscans go, is that like when someone tracks your credit card, like if you use your credit card, they'll be able to check. Is that how a bioscan works? So if they were to like walk through a door, it would ping or something, or
Depends on who has access
literally
to your bioscan. On our Discord, I just dropped a little picture of like a fictional kind of interpretation of what a bioscan looks like. Again, a bioscan in real life, which we're actually already working on, so conspiracy theorists out there, take this however you want.
right?
We're working on bioscans as it stands right now. What it'll actually do is at a semi-distance, it can track your heart rate, blood pressure, alpha and beta waves going on in your brain. It's able to track your body weight. It's able to do a bunch of stuff, muscle tension, heat. It's literally your body's fingerprint. So it's very, very individual per person.
No, I'm just thinking more along the lines of how they track someone from a distance who has been bioscanned. That's
do
done
not know.
from. Okay.
It's
All
too
right.
bad we don't have a
Yeah.
high-level tech on our team. They might know.
We don't know. Oh God, I think this might be a job for Remy.
I
So,
think
Brett, we don't know how they would track a bioscan. At least no one here does. Seems to me at the moment, the one way available to us is to shift that information, is to perhaps get rid of the information on Medicor's end. We will keep looking. If there's anything else you can...
hey.
You have another tech with you?
Yeah.
You could let
So
them
electronic
know.
security.
Yes.
I want to finish my conversation with Brett first.
Okay.
I was like, "Where's he going with this?" Oh, okay, yeah, cool. I'm trying to reassure him, really. 'Cause
We're on it. We either hack the crap out of them from that end, or we'll do something this end and make you unrecognizable to whatever the hell's scanning you all. But I promise you we'll fix it.
and now I'll make a beeline for Calamity.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna make you roll for anything on there because you've already persuaded him previously. You already have your charismatic roll ability. They've already not signed up yet. The employment forms are probably with Shebar, but they've agreed to join the corp, mini corp, nomad corp, whatever. So yeah, no necessary roll.
Yeah, I'm
Can I
gonna
let-
make them do their W4s and
Yeah.
can,
all those tax forms.
can I let Garcia know that this is a success and that we'll bring him the truck in a bit?
100%. Yeah.
You know, talking about getting rid of these records and stuff. The place where you guys picked the shipment up is not that far from here, right? Like,
Couple hours to the south. We've been driving. Old shitty old town. Pleasantville or some dumbass name like that. I don't know.
what kind of stuff does Medicorp have out there? Because that's one of the places that Bear marked on the map, right?
Who the hell's Bear?
Yeah, this guy. He's dead. But what kind of stuff do they have out there? Like, they have like a big base, or is it just like a
Warehouses,
warehouse?
man. Yeah, warehouses. We don't really go inside. We go down. I mean, Medicor. What they do for us is when we get hired in, we get a ride down, and they drop us off, and then they tell us what vehicles to take, and we take them. Drop the shit off, get paid remotely in EB, and then we're on our way until the next contract. We're just kind of contractors, just trying to make a living.
They're like a more evil Amazon.
I don't
On
know
that-
what an Amazon is, but sure.
So, since we're not moving, hey Calamity, do you want to help me scan the vehicles real quick and maybe disable any RFIDs that they might have so that they're not being tracked anymore? So they don't know the shipment's been delayed, or send out a recovery team so that we can get the fuck out of here with it
I'll give it a try.
and all the vehicles. So yeah.
Yeah. So Calamity,
Vehicle
you've
tech?
got a couple of people coming up to you on this. The first thing is, do you have a bug detector?
On me. Hold on a second. I do not.
All right, then you are not exactly
Technical.
sure how to check for bugs unless you're like visually looking.
Uh-huh.
But a bug detector is the device that beeps when you're within range of a tab, a bug, or other form of tracking or listening device. Do you have it in your cybernetics? There's also a cybernetic version.
Do not have a bug detector or
Alright.
cyberware
Okay.
bug detector.
Just question, would I not be able to use vehicle tech to like use my interface plugs to jack in and check for like the RFID and disable it?
So if you remember bugs themselves, I think we kind of talked about this before. It's not connected into the hardware of the vehicle. It's literally just like a physical bug that's placed inside.
Right, and I wasn't necessarily going for like those type of tracking bugs. I was going for the up and up tracking purposes to get it taken off of that.
You could try and hook into the vehicles, sure.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me interface.
Wait, interface?
Yep.
Huh.
You can't.
Ah, okay.
Oh no!
I don't
Your
have
contact wanted to take one of these vehicles for herself, right? Promised us extra cash if we gave it to her.
him, yeah. Yeah, just the semi here. The one with
Yeah,
all the drugs.
apologies. So, logic dictates that he must have some way to sweep it for bugs because he didn't seem bothered.
Good point. Let me call him and ask. And I'll call Garcia.
All right. Yeah, Garcia picks up like, yeah, man. Is it done? It's
Hey,
5
I need to
a.m.?
know. Do you want to know? Yeah, this went quick. I got the truck for you. I got everything in it. And where do you want me to drop it off? And do you have something that can make sure that it gets taken off the, like, are you able to scan for bugs or RFID or anything to get it disabled?
Yeah, I got a chop shop that I was gonna have you drop it off at.
Cool. We if you can give me those coordinates, we also got the 5 other vehicles as well. Can we get those scanned and taken off the record too?
I mean, you
It's
can
kind of a
ask them,
bonus.
man. I only
Oh,
paid
cool.
for the truck.
Okay, cool. I'll ask them when we get there. But yeah, we got it all. We'll head that way. Just need the cords.
What are you gonna do with the drugs? I don't want that shit.
You said, oh, so you okay? We'll take them off and we'll burn them on this bridge probably.
All right,
We'll
yeah,
figure out what to do
just
with the
get rid
drugs.
of whatever traces, man. Just don't. I don't want that shit. I don't want that shit in
Cool,
my market, and I can't use it. It's garbage.
cool, cool. Yeah, we'll bring the truck and all right, we got it. Cool, and just send me the cords.
All right, man. Hold on, and he click, and after a moment, you get a ping on a location, and the location is up in San Antonio proper. It is out here, right out here. So it's on one of those routes that he was going to have you drop it off, literally coming straight in from the south.
Cool.
So
All right.
wait, why are we gonna burn all these drugs?
I didn't. I was just telling him that if you want, like, pack up your AV with as much of them as you want. I don't care. I don't want them, and we got to get them off this truck. And remember, we were going to blow up this bridge after we were done with it, anyways, just to destroy the trade route.
Yeah, I'll take all the drugs.
Okay.
Could have a nice welcome party for your new employees.
Hey, yeah. On that. Hey,
Well,
Stromers, I think they should get a cut of what they're allowing us to have, right? So,
well, that's why you're not a CEO.
fair. I mean,
Dick
do what you want,
move.
but I think, you know what? Fuck it. Hey, can you all help us unload this truck?
Yep, give me one
mean-
second. There we go. All right, got it fixed. All right, so located on our map, you got a location pinged. It says Nuts and Bolts Chop Shop.
Sweet.
And the Maelstrom are like, yeah, wait, unload it? Like, where are we putting it? This is a lot.
I mean, what's so bad about it? Do you know why everybody's acting like these drugs are?
They're sub quality. They're watered down, or that's at least how it was explained to me. They're more about the addiction, not the. They don't have the. They have all of the lows, but not as many of the highs with super addiction.
Oh, I don't want that.
Yeah, the Maelstrom is just like, we don't know, man. we're not allowed to check inside. Like we're literally not allowed to check what the shipments are.
I walk over and I start to open one of the doors.
Yeah, so you open up the back, and on the inside of the rear of this this large truck, you see these crates, and the crates in the back you can see are labeled with Metacore spray painted onto it, and it says "Handle with care this side up."
Cool. Yeah, I think it would be better for us to just leave it here and then blow it all up. And then take the 5 vehicles and all your new employees, head up to the shop to get this vehicle dropped off and the other vehicles scanned to make sure that there's no records, and then head home.
Where was this going?
This is going up to San Antonio. At least that's where we were being instructed to drop it off. Yeah, they've got the regional what do you call it? Regional distribution there.
T-bar. What do you say to strapping that lot to the bottom of your AV and dropping it off at high speed from a great height?
Garcia didn't want this released in San Antonio.
By the time it hits the ground, it won't be fit for consumption, mate. That's the idea.
So what, would just drop the whole truck on him?
No, we keep the truck. We are keeping the truck. God damn it.
I think that is a great idea.
No.
Or just the drugs. We could just strap the crate up underneath your AV, fly at it at high speed, and then just cut the cable and watch it crash through their roof.
I'll give you $400, Domino, and we drop the truck on there.
Again, no. Leave the truck alone. We are not dropping the truck.
Can we get another truck and drop it on there?
Sure, we can drop one. We can drop one of the Humvees. How about that? We can drop one of the Kumas.
That's like a go-kart.
It's not a go-kart. That's comparable to like a Humvee, stripped down Humvee.
He's being smart.
Can we get the crates? Can we get the crates in the back?
There, yeah, the Maelstrom. You asked them to unload it. They started unloading it.
Yeah.
Again, you wanted to blow something up. Let's blow up this bridge, and get the fuck out of here. With all of our stash. Why try to blow up stuff that we could use later? Or get money for? Again, I understand you want to blow stuff up. You have this whole fucking bridge to blow up. And it will cause enough of a hindrance.
I don't think we need to blow up a bridge here. Wait.
Yeah, but I mean, I've blown up a bridge before, but I never dropped a truck on somebody.
I know, it's going to be glorious.
Or a supercar.
Brett, do you have any explosives, my friend, or any of your compadres here?
Explosives? Hold on. Yo, Benny, got any boomsticks? Go ahead and roll me 1d10.
Is there anybody here who could record it and you could make like a music video of us dropping trucks on Maelstrom? And
One.
That's a luck check, dude. What's your luck score to do? You got it. Benny comes on up and he's like, yeah, boss, what's up? And he pulls his backpack off. He opens it up, and you see his backpack. It literally just contains what seems to be a solid brick of C6.
Fucking Jesus whipped. All right, you look like, I'm assuming you know how to wire this stuff up. We're going to get the crates in the back of one of these Humvees. And if you can wire some of the explosives on the back of it, so all Jackie Boy's got to do here is press a button, and then we're going to drop it on medical.
All right. I mean, this is... Fuck, boss. This is a little expensive, and we're not getting paid now. All right, man. And he picks up the backpack, hauls it back up on his shoulder. You can tell this backpack, which just seemed to be filled with C6, is pretty fucking hefty. So it is a decently large sum of cash that they are just about to explode.
How much were you guys going to get paid each on this job?
The delivery,
Yeah.
each one of us was getting 2,000 eddies.
Much C6s that we're about to drop on them.
Hold on 1 second.
So they were paying $64,000 for this delivery?
Yeah, so 16 plus 14 is in fact 30, not 32. But yeah. So yeah, they were paying a lot of money to get this.
Fair, but
I'll tell him, like,
they'd have given you that many eddies, but like I've already explained to Brett here, they probably at some point would have had you lined up against the wall and shot. So swings and roundabouts, really.
Yeah, I mean,
as soon as I find out how much that C6 is,
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
want to
find
say
out.
it in front of them, like, I have no way to pay anywhere close to that.
no, but I think from the conversation Jack had with the leader, it's not just about the money. Like, let's face it, Metacore would probably cut the maelstrom loose at the first opportunity
Yeah.
with force. We've seen him do it to us already, so
Where the hell is C6 in the core rulebook? Is it even in the core rulebook?
Maybe it's under the demolition skill description? I don't remember seeing it in there.
I gotta
Yeah,
get
I've
the
only ever
newest
seen, like-
update. I haven't gotten the newest update yet.
I thought it was I thought the explosives that you were using before were from that neon red catalog thing.
Those were the satchel charges, but thank you for reminding me because I don't even need to worry about that. It's in the Vehicles of Red catalog. It's like, yay, Vehicles of Red. All right, so Vehicles of Red. Let's pull up our explosives.
And while you're doing that, so my
Yeah.
one request is let's drop the semi off, let it get cleared, let us get paid, then we can drop one of the Kuma with all the drugs and everything in it for the explosion. Then we can drop it on Metacore. Let's not do it before then, but that way we can get paid. Because again, Garcia said he didn't want even though they'll be blown up and just in case any scraps get out, I don't want it coming back that, he paid us to do this thing and then we let him get into his city anyways.
Immolate them with
So that
fucking more explosives than I've ever seen in my life. But
yeah, that
I don't-
backpack is filled with 2,000 eddies worth of C6.
Oh,
we're coughed out between us. That's fine. Give him the eddies for it. Keep them sweet.
And the total damage that it will output, if you are interested in knowing, is going to be 160 d6.
Good. Need to give Metacore a black eye. It's our turn. Right, cool.
Yep.
Let's do that. So,
Okay.
all right,
I'm on-
call
I'm
the
on-
contact. We'll get the trucks away. Then we're going on a bombing run, T-Bar.
Sounds good.
and we're getting a whole bunch of employees for your group, and we're getting more vehicles for the Nomad clan.
It
This
sounds
seems
like
like a
good
win-win
swap.
across all the things. Yeah. Let's do this. All right, let's get everything packed up and start.
All right, so I'm gonna narrative this in, folks, because we are starting an hour late and we're actually over our session. So a lot of you start packing into the vehicles, and we start heading north from Lemming, straight up into the main city. And after a couple hours of driving, a lot of you get up there. At this point, you've gotten to the main city, so it may or may not be safe for driving an AV or an APC into the town. So are you guys going to continue into San Antonio with your military vehicles or leave?
I would like to transition over to the Kuma that we're not blowing up,
Mhm.
and find a safe space for my vehicle outside of town.
So yeah, you guys get up to nuts and bolts, and we can handle that RPing later, but that's all taken care of. And in the meantime, You have this AV flying through the air, and attached on a bottom cable of the AV seems to be this Kuma. Packed into the back of it are crates that you guys still have not opened up and did not check on the inside of, but there's about 2,000
Well,
eddies.
when we were turning it over, I mean, if there wasn't drugs in there, I assumed we actually looked at it when we were unloading it.
Nope, nobody opened the crates.
Nope.
Can we open the crates prior? I just assumed it was drugs. If there's not drugs in there,
Good point.
Let's rewind the clock a little bit. All right, before you, as they're loading up the crates, Chuggy, or sorry, not Chuggy, T-Bar, go ahead and give me a strength check, please.
like just pure body or
just body,
athletics?
just body. To try and rip one of these boxes open, one of these crates open, unless you have a crowbar.
I have a shovel.
You could use a shovel. Go ahead and give me a melee attack then. No need to roll to hit. Roll me damage.
Is a shovel heavy or very heavy?
It's heavy. Should be 4d6 or 3d6. 3d6. All right. Yeah, you're able to jam the shovel in and crack it open, and on the inside of it, you see these containers, one stacked next to another, and it is filled with these small, light blue, semi-translucent crystals. It doesn't look particularly familiar to you, but it definitely looks like it's some kind of crystallized drug or crystalline structured drug. You can roll me a streetwise check to see if you might recognize it, or if anybody wants to take a look with a streetwise check, it'll be a DV 14.
I'd have been helping him with the crate, so I'll take a look.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Do you want to roll this streetwise?
Yeah. 14.
DV 14, you matched it. You recognize this because you've already snorted, smoked, shot up, ingested, rolled in, and vomited out virtually everything that's on the streets. It is what's known as Flicker. Flicker is a somewhat cheap street drug that is frequently crushed into a fine powder and then either smoked or snorted. It increases the user's moves and reflexes, so it makes you kind of flicker around as you're filled with this extremely high levels of energy. It is insanely addictive, so people who usually get stuck on it usually take it until their heart gives out, and then they literally die. It also can cause internal damage to your cerebral cortex and spinal cord. So it is very effective, but extremely dangerous and highly addictive. Just what this guy was saying, except for the guy on the line was claiming that this was being cut or watered down, but none of you know if that is the truth or not.
Oh, I hate to get rid of this, but
yeah, you don't want to. It's not good, T-Bar. It's not your speed, mate. Trust me.
yeah, well, whatever. We'll blow it up.
All right.
I apologize for stepping away. I just had a woman who I don't know knocking on my door saying that she's running from somebody. She doesn't look well. I'm about to call the police to make sure that she can get taken care of.
Bye.
So,
Sure.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, I'm going to close off his camera. I'll give you 1 second, folks, because we're wrapping all this up. Easy and fast. There we go. All right. So, as this is going on, T-Bar, what I'd like you to do is please roll me a bureaucracy or deduction or education check. Because you said you don't really want to get rid of this, so you're thinking about it and trying to roll this information over in the back of your head. A 10. All right. So, you're estimating that roughly the the value of the stuff inside that crate it's around 20 million eddies. And you're like, oh man, I really don't want to blow this up, but I really want to blow something up, but I really don't want to blow it up, but I really want to blow something up.
I will say that to Jack, like, this is like millions of dollars worth of.
That's your guess with a 10. Just a heads up.
I still say it pretty confidently, like I actually know.
Yeah.
I mean, she just said she didn't. Just give me a second. I need to think. Right. Said he didn't want him in San Antonio. That was the caveat to this whole job, if I'm not mistaken.
Domino says, yeah.
All right. Well, let's take all the drugs out, put them in the one we're keeping, fill the crates with these bombs, and then just drop those. And we'll flog the drugs on the other side of the country.
Do we just become drug dealers?
Well, I mean, if you want to be really discerning, we can just sell them to really rich people, because, like, fuck them, right?
No, I mean, I don't care about dealing drugs. I just.
Do you know how many corpo dealers just grind this stuff into their face every morning to keep up? You
Yeah,
ain't got
well,
to feel bad about the sorts of people that are going to buy this from us, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, this stuff is like
Yeah.
some
Could pull
coke.
up a couple of crates.
what about Calamity? You have any objection to this?
Well, I think we could leave a couple of crates to in the Kuma that we're blowing up. They're not going to know like exactly how much of the product was on there. There would surely be enough residue at the blast site to say, oh, they lost them.
That is a good point. So they don't come looking for it if they know we didn't blow it up.
All right.
That way they could detect some drugs on there and figure we blew it all up.
All right. At this point, we are going very over, and you guys are starting to change the tunes and change the minds. So what I'm going to do is we're going to zoom out from this view as you guys are standing there over the drugs trying to figure this out, and that's what we're going to be picking up from the from our next session, because I need to go to the bathroom and my girlfriend is also waiting for me for food right now. So so we're going to close out our session here. I'm going to have our players do their outros. We'll pick up there, and you all can make your choice on what you're going to do with these boxes, what you're going to do with the vehicles. So yeah, let's start dropping in our links. Violent Neon, go ahead and outro yourself.
Hey everyone, I am Violent Neon. You can find me here every Friday as your resident nomad who's trying to be a fixer and ideally won't get future random knocks on the door in the middle of the night.
Ideally.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Vampire Bites and Johnny Drop are not here. You can find their links posted up as well. Raven, go for it.
Hey everyone, I'm Raven. I've had the pleasure of playing Calamity for this evening. You can find me all over the internet at Doña Trece Cuervo. We will not be on next week, so see you in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Bye.
Chuggy.
Hey, I'm Chuggy305 here on Twitch, and I play T-Bar, the Nomad / executive, and I guess I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Captain Mark.
Yeah, Captain Mark 87 on Discord, here and on the Fallout game on a Friday, and over tomorrow at twitch.tv/ Heroes and Fury. As everyone else said, we're taking a week off next week, so come back in 2 weeks.
And everybody's already mentioned it for me. I have work obligations next weekend, so I will not be able to GM for us. Next week we have 1 week off, and then we will be back again second week of March. You can check out all of our links over on our chat log, and we will see all of you folks in 2 weeks. Next Friday for our Fallout Asia campaign. Don't forget, thank God it's Fallout Friday. We will have back-to-back sessions. GM Rob Mulligan and then myself, and then that Saturday we have again our continuation and pickup from where we are, dealing with these, well, now possible drug dealing corpo partial maelstrom nomad group, as they are figuring out what the hell they're going to do. So, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in between, we'll not see you next week. I may still be in chat for Rob's stream, but until the following week, have a wonderful one. Stay safe. I'll see you all later.
Cybernation